Yeah. What you got?
No, I haven't been here for the past few evenings or whatnot, but my son ran track for Lincoln, and he got first place in all of his events.
What?
And then in his last event, if I'm not mistaken, it was the 4x2. And when he got to the sign, he was third leg. When he got to the sign, they were in last, which was fifth place, and he got second.
Hit them burners. Yeah. Love to hear them youth doing that. Got to hit them burners. That's why he was on the last. They knew he had it in him. All right, somebody else, give me a win. Don't be shy.
I was waiting yesterday when I got home, and I didn't get my outfit ready for the interview that we had today, and I had to get my resume together. So I got up about an hour and 30 minutes early today and completed my task.
Hey, that's so funny that you say that because this whole assignment is about that. Fellas over here, while y'all rapping, give me some wins. Yeah, I'm talking to you too. Yeah. Take your business out. This is my business right now. Your business can go out there. Now, come on, what you got? Hey, man, don't say that as if that ain't a big thing. That's big, bro. Like, yeah. It's a lot of people that didn't, as you all can see. Few people got that one weekend and then the weekend. And boom. Yeah. Everybody got a cold now. Everybody. It happens every cohort, you all. But I'm glad that you all are here. So hang in there. That's something I wanted to talk about too. Give me some more wins. Come on, y'all. Woke up today, yeah. My man.
I am one step closer to obtaining my own wheel. I'm almost
okay. That's big boy stuff right there. That's major stuff. We need to talk about that. Yes. Hey, man, that stuff is amazing.
I got a picture of my baby. She got a mouthful of teeth.
Oh, what? All right. Come on with it. Ooh, that's huge, bro. I hate Texas. You know I'm looking at you. Stop playing like you don't know I'm looking at you. Both of them. Yeah, you too. What y'all got? Come on.
All right, man. I could probably got the bed yesterday, but I made it here today.
Man, God will. That's good.
I woke up at 4 o'clock in the
Man,
morning.
you need to look up what that means. Do you know anything about that? Huh? Witching hour, but it's definitely a different energy. And most of the greatest people that are not entertainers and actors get up at 3:34 in the morning because there's an energy on this earth at that time. Look it up. I'm telling you, like when you find yourself getting woke up at 3:30 and you can't go back to sleep, that's the time really to meditate and visualize because you people. When the ghost, oh, yeah, okay.
Searching for
Yeah.
I noticed that a lot of the things that we were taught to be afraid of, those are the things that if you don't listen to those stories and find out for yourself, you'll find out that there's some gold, there's some diamonds, some benefit to you. But you've been told to be afraid of it, so why would you ever look? Who told you? Do you trust the source that told you?
Yep. Oftentimes we are just like parrots. Unfortunately, don't take offense to that. Yep, and they pass down stuff that just ain't helpful. It was good back in the 60s and 70s. That don't apply today. But we hold on to that like it's the gospel. Stop it.
Yeah, like every time you get sick.
Right. Yeah. Tear your stomach up and it's disgusting. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Put an onion on the shelf and it'll start growing and take all. All the. Some of it was true though. Some of that is true, but some of it is definitely spookism. And we're gonna leave that alone. Who didn't give me a win? Who need a bed? I'm gonna leave it alone. That's a hard day right there. All right, y'all. So I wanted to bring my screen in here, but I knew we was gonna have a. Oh, come on with it.
My my win was I got up this morning. I didn't know nothing about the interview, but son told me get up and get ready for it, so I got up and got myself.
There it is. It can be uncomfortable for a lot of people interviewing. Most people get nervous, but if you keep getting your reps in, it gets easier. Everything is tough when you just doing it one time. But if you get multiple reps in, you know how to answer those questions. Like, that ain't nothing. That's easy money. But like anything else, shooting a jumper, you gotta get the reps in. Repetition is the greatest teacher. It's greater than experience. I know they say experience is the greatest teacher. I don't agree with that. But repetition, you can do, if you do anything, that's what belief is. A belief is a thought that you constantly repeat in your mind until it becomes hardwired into you and you believe it. But it was something that was told to you and you keep going over and over and over, and now it's a part of you. And we got all those programmers. How much are we programmed in? Y'all remember?
How much are we programmed?
Yeah.
I think you said 95%.
95. You still got 5 that'll jump out there wild, but that 95, yeah, it's programmed for things like that were passed down and certain experiences. Like when they say experience is the greatest teacher, I don't think I need to get stabbed in the stomach to know it hurt. I don't need to experience that. You know, yeah, I don't need to experience that, but I'll take your word for it. It hurt. So there's certain things you don't have to experience. But a lot of people put emphasis on experiences. And we're going to talk about that today. So yes, sir. So I had a whole weekend. We went sushiing with a group and got some sushi in St. Charles. I went to a barrel of crackers. I mean, Cracker Barrel. And my stomach been tore up very since. Oh, I'd rather go to the Awful House. But I did. I enjoyed myself. Right, you hear me? I got to spend the evening with the missus and just relax. We kicked it up with Chicago and Deontay and them Saturday and did some blackjack and, playing cards, sipping wine type stuff. Real grown up stuff. But yeah, and then after this, my wife is about to treat me to my favorite steak. So yeah, I want all that. It depends on the restaurant. Okay. Oh, it's locked? Oh, my bad. My bad. I thought it was open. I seen you out there. I was like, why you ain't opening the door? I got a habit of locking doors around here. I don't like people jumping in on me. No more locked doors, let's say. I can quote some of those things. But no, somebody tell me, what does reality mean? The word. Yeah. Don't overthink it.
Real life.
Simple.
Outcome of your act.
Okay. Reality. That's your reality. Yes, absolutely. Both of y'all right. It's yeah. It's right here. And the root word is real. Think about that. It's real. I see it. I can touch it. And and you look around, this is your reality. So by a show of hands, who in here cool with their current reality? Thank you for nobody raising their hand. Please don't worry. Oh. You said you not? Me neither. So everyone's here. I'm framing this, you all, so we can make sure we all on the same page. Everybody is here because they want a different reality, right? We want things happening around us different. What's the key to that? Anybody? What you think is critical? Start making changes? Absolutely. Consistency. What we gonna do? Staying focused on your goals, your targets. My bad, huh?
Persistent.
Persistent. Believing in yourself. Yeah, clap everybody up for that. Here's one thing that's a fact, and it's you can it broke. I got some more. But in order to change your reality, you have to change your personality. Think about that for a second. Not to say you're a bad person right now. I'm not saying you are. You're great. I agree. Everybody in here is great. But if you want your reality to change, your personality has to adjust. Because you can think about it. When we talked about it, I got the same personality I had back in '94 when I was selling dope. That don't work right now. Yeah, that don't work. But a lot of people say I'm standing on business. Yeah, don't they say that? We all say that. I done said it. Like, I'm standing on mine. I'm keeping it real. Remember, keeping it real is the reality that you don't want. It's the root word to reality. You keeping it real means I'm keeping it my reality. And people can get stuck there. And you all know people that are stuck there.
I saw somebody stuck there in the parking lot this morning. I got here a little late, you know, but when I pulled up, somebody's in a total false reality.
Yeah.
And I got love for him. I tried to shake him, but he was like, I didn't do nothing wrong. And I was like, hey, man, I'm late. I got to get up here. I wish you the best.
And it's tough. But one of the most difficult things, and it doesn't have to be difficult, but one of the most challenging things is changing you. Because think about it. How many here want to be wealthy financially? I know health is wealth, but financially, most of us want to be wealthy. I see a few of us that don't want no wealth. Right, you hear me? But now, do you have the personality for someone that's wealthy? You got to ask yourself that. Do I have currently is my personality in alignment with what I want? Keep it a buck.
So kind of like being Scrooge McDuck or Bruce Lee.
I love that movie. But seriously, you all, this is the toughest part is adjusting ourselves. It ain't the people, it ain't the program, it ain't your kinfolks. It's all on you. The self-focus, most people call it selfish. You know, take the ish off and it's focus. Because we need to do a lot of focusing. And somebody described to me the personality of somebody that's wealthy. Just based off what you, not the crazy ones, but your idea of what does structure like that. Man, I need to be able to write on something. They're killing me up in here. I can't write. But it's okay. Structure. Every day. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Confident. And who's in the class when we broke down confident? What does it mean? Confide. Root word of confident is confide. And confide means you trust. So if you lack confidence, that's because you don't trust yourself. Because you've seen some people that got the confidence in the world, and it don't matter where they at. Like, I'm showing up. They like bold with it. Like, man. Very confident because they trust themselves. Now, they may not trust society or somebody else, but they trust them. When I show up, I'm going to do my thing.
Who do I trust? Me.
That's who. That's right. Okay. Get that, Tony. Tony. Come on, Tony. Yeah, hey, I'm with you.
I got another one that kind of coincides with my structure. Wealthy people always have a regimen.
Regimen, yes. Yeah. They have a routine. Think about the word routine. What's the root word of routine? Route. You just gotta take the IN off of it, and route is right there. So here's what I tell a lot of people. If you want to know where you're going, look at your routine. Because you en route. Rearrange the word. I'm finna write on this because this is driving me crazy. Come on. Yeah, we finna get funky up in here because this is a critical thing, you all, like, seriously. And you can start right now. Most people wait until bad things happen or they sick or something crazy goes down.
React.
Exactly. Where you can do this proactively and ain't nothing bad gotta happen because most people will stay stuck where they at until something crazy happens. So, and I want y'all to, our wordplay is so cold in the United States. Okay. Anybody else want to take a picture of this email address before I erase it?
Yeah, you take a picture, that might be a sign.
Hey.
I'm not sending my resume.
Well, if you can, write it down. If your phone ain't right.
I got it.
All right, and if you don't got it, lean on your periods. Yeah, they got it. So remember what we were just talking about. I want to write this down.
In route, right?
I'm gonna write down personality first, because that's if I can spell, don't judge me. Reality. And then over here we're gonna do routine. Now again, when you eliminate the IN, it spells route. So think about this. Your daily habits is taking you where you're going. Now you have to ask yourself, am I going where I want to go with these habits? Because you en route. You can rearrange the word, same letters, you en route. And I can guess anybody, all you have to do is tell me, like, I can talk with you for a second and you tell me what your daily habits are, I can tell you what your future gonna be. You can tell you what your future is based on your daily habits. And as the great Joe Dispenza, if you don't know him, look him up, Cole, he talks about neuroscience so much. And as I stated, most people wait for some extreme to happen to start changing. He said, if you want to predict the future, create it. I'm gonna say that again.
One more time. That's over my head too.
A lot of people don't know what's about to happen. Everybody's trying to think about the future.
Right.
The only way you can predict the future is if you create your own future. And that starts right here. It starts in your routine. Because you en route to something, whether it's good or bad, you still en route. Which part? So, sir, you all made the decision to get into this program, which is dope, by the way, and give yourself a round, make it through the first week. Since you've been here, your routine has changed. You get up at a different time. Your day is different because of this routine now. Because you en route, I always kick this damn thing. You en route to wherever you're going. And if you don't want to go where your routine is taking you, you got to change your daily habits. That's everything. When we talked about wealth, it was saying consistency, a regimen, a few other things where there's repetition going on. Everybody, we live in a cyclical world, you all. Everything is built on cycles on this earth. You literally walking on a spinning ball.
So you think the earth round?
Absolutely. But we ain't going there. We ain't going there, but right. Okay, Kyrie. But because he said the same thing. And for the sake of this, I mean, if you think about it with babies, when they learn how to walk, they feel this mug moving. Like you literally have to teach yourself how to walk on a spinning ball. Because the world it never stops. So that's how cold we are, though. We can literally, now don't try that with no basketball because you're going to break your back. But, right, it's a bunch of them that can. But my thing is this, you all, I want to make sure we put emphasis on this reality check. Because remember, the root word is what's real. You know what's real. You see it. And you're like, I want to improve this. I want my reality to change. I want things to step up. This is the key. Because you know what else with your reality? It's something right here. Don't worry about this. Damn. Yeah, I took too many words out. It's personal. So it ain't, you can't say it's all of us. Because your reality is different than everybody in this room. Everybody in this room is unique, right? Anybody don't feel like they're unique, I could prove it to you. It's a fact. We are one of 8 billion on this earth. That's how valuable you are if you know arts and say a pair of J's and it's one pair. What's the ticket they're gonna put on that? That mug jumping, ain't it? If it's a Mona Lisa and there's only one, look up how much the Mona Lisa would cost. Not that it's on sale, but the value of it, because there's only one Mona Lisa. There's only one you. There's only one you. Even if you gave your name to somebody else, there's still only one you, and that's how valuable you are. But this right here shows that we are devaluing ourselves.
Yeah.
If you think about it, like we do things that, if we are the one of 8 billion, we come from a lineage of kings and queens, right? We all say that. Yeah, so this right here should reflect a king and a queen. And we both all just admitted it don't right now. But it doesn't change that you unique. You one of 8 billion. You still that one of one. And nobody can put a price tag on you. But we allow it with an hourly rate. We allow it with jobs. And that's okay. We got to pay our bills. But while we're paying our bills, this should be there. Because we know how to get through the day. Most of us. We have tough days and some better. But for the most part, we know how to get through a day. We know how to get it out the mud. We know how to do whatever we need to do to survive. We can do that. But what's the difference between surviving and thriving? Somebody give me that. Because we playing on words. These words, I'm telling you, survive and thrive.
Thrive is to live. Surviving, you just like, just down. Yeah,
You just getting old.
when you're tired in the mud.
Yeah. But guess, yes, sir.
I was going to sum up to say, glass half full versus glass half empty.
The optimistic or the pessimistic. Absolutely. Now, here's what I know for a fact. Everybody in this room had a belief that this program would level up their reality, right? If we do this program and we complete it and we get these certifications and all of this, then our reality just changed, right? Because you didn't have that when you started here. So now we got a new reality. But if you keep the same personality, you're going to be like somebody else walking around with certs, not doing nothing but standing next to that trash can or going to the liquor store or nodding off somewhere. That's realistic. That's reality. But that's nobody in this room, of course. But your reality is personal. And that's what created your personality. Does that make sense? Because if you think about it, if I take with reality, if I take the real out, that's just your personality. But we took the real out of it because your personality ain't really you. It's just what people know you as. It's your agent. And this thing can change because we want this to change, the reality. So we got to change within. How do we change? Anybody?
Look at what you're doing.
Awareness, being aware that, okay, what I've been doing, yeah, it got me here and my bills might be paid and all that, but man, I deserve greater than this, right? Like, yeah, like always. And it starts right here. It literally starts right here. It's not waiting on a check, waiting on this, waiting on that. It starts right here. Because remember, it's personal. It ain't attached to nobody else. It's all on you. And I know for a fact, because you all are showing up, you're en route to a new routine, which will create a new personality and a new reality. But you got to embrace it and say, you know what? Yeah, I throw my wife off all the time because I am routine too. We all are. Humans are habitual. And then I won't do something. And she's like, you all right? Why you ain't what you normally do when you wake up? But it's me realizing and becoming aware, as he stated, that, yeah, I probably got some habits I need to adjust. I probably got some, a little something I need to tweak and clean up. It's not that we are just a lost cause. Nobody in here is a lost cause. But a lot of us got a lot of work to do right here on us. We can do the paperwork, we can do all of this, and we can show up and we can get a check, and that's great. The change has to happen here. It has to. And can you see it? So we're going to do something, because we're going to follow her lead with keeping our eyes closed. And I want y'all really to do this. Like, please do this for me. We're going to take like just 2 minutes, maybe 3. Before we even get there, what do you want your reality to be? What does it look like? And what do you look like in it? Because we can say, I want $1 million, a yacht, and a house. You can't even see yourself in no damn yacht with $1 million. Not to say you can't get it. I'm just saying, can you see it? Think about it. And it might not be in East St. It might not even be in the United States. But this, me and my wife do this often with our visualization. We'll communicate with each other that we in the house, not the one we living in, but the one we gonna be living in. We on the beach and we, got on some white linen and we just having a whole conversation about something that ain't here. Right. It's coming. But we play with it up here just so you can see it. Because again, if you can see it in your head, you can hold it in your hands. What we normally see in our head is bad. Think about it. With what's going on in this world, man, it's hard to avoid the bad.
It is.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere, man.
Yeah.
Grocery shop.
Right. Man, them groceries so high. Oof.
Yeah, that's a whole nother.
Yeah. You ain't willing. Yeah. Gas. Everything is happening. War, despair, people dying, people committing suicide. All this is happening all the way around us.
Being corrupted.
Yeah,
Really
but
corrupted.
I'm going to say this for the system. Yes, it's very corrupted, and so. Because here's why I say so. Your system, through the recession in 2008, through COVID, through all these different things that have happened, millionaires were created.
A lot of them.
A lot of them. And legit, it was some crooked ones too.
Yeah,
But a lot of people look at the roughest times that's when it's time to invest. When the stock market crashed, that's when you throw your money into it.
Yeah.
Like, so right now, you got to do that. You got to invest into you. So let me pass this sheet out. Somebody give me some feedback if you understand or you want some more clarity on what we're talking about.
My routine definitely changed. I definitely came in route.
I got the same routine when I go home.
Right. And again, we are cyclical.
I can't stay up late because I got to be here early. So it's like, yeah, routine.
And nothing wrong. We always gonna have a routine, y'all. Everybody has a routine. It's just, does that routine support me going where I'm going? Or does that routine support me where I'm at? Both can be true. But that's where you got to be aware and conscious that, okay, this on me. This on me. So now it's time to do a self-assessment. What does self-assessment mean? Somebody who hasn't said anything. What's self-assessment? Yeah, you look like you about to answer. What you got? I know it. I felt it. I felt the energy. Hey, it's a vibe, y'all, for real. Yeah.
Is when you look at yourself and be honest about things you need to improve on.
Absolutely. Did y'all hear that? Self-assessment is just taking inventory on you. Now, part of that inventory is, what do I do on the day? How do I wake up? Do I wake up the same? Do I go to the sink the same? If you want to try something funny, brush your teeth with the opposite hand. Be one of the most awkwardest things you ever did because you programmed to do it a certain way. You do it, you got that routine. You en route. So that's where you have to examine and be like, man, I ain't liking my reality, so I got to check this route. Because this thing a little bumpy and raggedy. You know, it looked like that street right there, trying to cross the tracks. Seriously. But it's gotten us to where we are, and we survived so much heartache, pain, etc. But it's a new day. So I want a new reality. And it's not going to happen overnight because your 95 is strong. That 95% of program you got in you is strong. And as soon as you try to do something different in your mind, you're going to be like, man, that ain't even really me. You know, that's your mind trying to talk you out of doing something great. Because there's you going back and forth up here. And your 95 is strong. Your 5 is strong too. But what happens if we remove 5% of that 95% programming? Now we get to add new programs. What's the equivalent of a new program? It's a daily habit. That creates a new program. When you do that, when you create new habits, you're creating new programs that will support where you want to go, not where you've been. Because where we've been, we can't change, and we need to stop talking about it. We just do. That's old news, you all. We need to talk about today and tomorrow, not yesterday. Now, yesterday may have some wisdom, some great memories. I'm not saying yesterday isn't important. It is. Because your yesterday is what gave you the personality you got right now, which also gave you the reality you got right now. So give me a habit. Somebody tell me what's one daily habit we can do that can alter this routine, like GPS say, reroute.
Alter our routine now.
Yeah.
In this program.
In this program at home, whatever you want to work on, whatever you want to change, you got to tell me. Drink a bottle of water every morning. Is that something he can do? Absolutely. And guess what? I got you ladies, when you drink that water, you flushing. The first thing you do in the morning, you're going to flush. Because if you think about it, breakfast ain't nothing but break fast. You breaking a fasting state that you slept in. You were fasting while you were asleep. So we got to break fast. And that's at breakfast. For the average person that, whenever they wake up. Does that make sense? I'm telling you, they put these words in our face, and it's like they play in our face with them. But people talk a lot about fasting. I'm fasting, I'm doing this, which is great. I think fasting is a wonderful thing. And people ask me, do I fast? I tell them every night. Every night. I'm fasting. When I'm asleep, I ain't eating, consuming nothing.
Nah, you're not.
But every morning, I got to break fast. Think about with the doctors. They tell you, don't eat nothing before you come and get your lab done, right? For the people that's been to the doctor. I know I've been. But they'll say, we need to draw blood, but you can't eat or drink nothing, maybe a little water. Because they want you to be in a fasting state. Because once you start eating, now your sugar starts spiking and different things start happening. And now they're reading your blood differently. And I'm saying that in front of an RN, so I hope that I said it right. But think about just the word. Most of us say, man, I don't want no breakfast. I don't eat breakfast. I don't even like breakfast. I eat once a day. That's okay. That's okay if you want to. Me, I eat like 4 or 5 times a day. But they're small meals, small portions. It's all, well, you young, so yeah, they got that young. I can't, hit that 5-0, it's a hit different. But right, when you first wake up, you all, this is and I think it's on the paper. It's been on one of them. If you do anything from this class, I'm telling you, this is the hack time. This is your sweet spot first thing in the morning. Before you look at that phone, before you do anything, just take those couple minutes to really visualize where I'm going, where I'm en route to. Even if you open your eyes and things ain't quite like you want, that's okay. but I can get away. When I was in prison, and a lot of people that's been incarcerated, this thing right here, will take you outside those walls. I done left many times. Or this thing right here will keep you locked in.
Keep you locked in on the street.
And keep you locked in on the wrong route
Yeah.
and the wrong routine. It
Yeah.
will.
Yeah.
Stand on business. And people will defend their lack. I'm going to say that again. People will defend their lack as if it's the most valuable thing on this earth. We do it all the time.
When you say lack, you mean like
Whatever's not getting you the reality that you want.
Yeah.
We this is why I am the way that I am, and I'm standing on it. Ain't nothing you can tell me this is why I am how I am.
Yes.
And they stand on business. And I used to say that all the time. I'm standing on business. But one thing I learned while I was in prison, you all, is the power of visualization. Because when you locked up, the last thing you want to see is walls looking like this, because they look just like this. But if you think about prison, look at the colleges. Look at the elementary schools. They look like prisons. Same trays, everything. Think about it. It's the same. And you like, why are they preparing people and institutionalizing kids to where they get up at a certain routine, just like in prison? It's count time. You better get up. You ain't sleeping through count, because you're gonna be in that other spot. You getting up. Just like now, you getting up for school. You see the cycle? They program us through school.
95%.
Yeah, this is how we get our 95, by being programmed as a kid all the way up. And we steady, and then we gonna defend our program and say, man, I don't care, I ain't never eaten breakfast. I don't want to break fast. But if you know when you break fast, your body is gonna function better, why wouldn't you do it? Even though you might not, right, because I ain't never did it. Yeah, but what you've been doing got you what you don't want. So that's why I tell people it's good to see your daily habits and to track yourself each day and be like, all right, what do I do? What consumes my time so much?
I just want to talk on the routine. I had a good friend of mine, and his routine was horrible, and I seen where it was headed. You know, he ain't even here with me no more. But he left so many people on his routine. I was like, hey, man, I don't want to get up and drink and
Right.
do that, man. And I'm like, he died at 38. What you rushing to?
38, man.
So when you say that, you know, I'm like, I'm glad to have a new routine.
Yes.
You know, you just want to work out.
Embrace it.
Yeah. So
Even if you ain't got a gym membership, do some push-ups. Do some crunches in the bed or anything. Even if it's just 5 or 10, you just created something different that your mind's like, what the hell are you doing crunching in the bed, doing push-ups? Like, and we ain't never did this. And that's where, what's his name? Pierre mentioned imposter syndrome. Because in your mind, it's going to tell you, man, that ain't you. That's your 95 saying that ain't you. Your 5 saying, we want something different. We want. Yeah, right. And you got this conversation going on in your head. And now that 95 is strong enough, I'm going back to what I've been doing because I'm comfortable right here. But guess what dies in the comfort zone? Dreams, goals, visions die in your comfort zone. Right now, this is going to sound weird. Right now, everybody in this room needs to be uncomfortable. That's why the seat's hard. You're supposed to be uncomfortable. Because we want this different. And the comfort zone is where the dreams and the goals die. So if I find myself comfortable with this reality, that's a problem. Because everybody in here said they wanted a different reality. But if my routine doesn't change and I don't add the habits and I don't do the goal setting, this ain't changing. We just killing time and getting a check. Not even a big check, but we getting a check. And if that's what you want, that's what you want. And I wish you well. But I know for a fact it's kings and queens in this room, leaders that can really take East Saint, wherever you going, to the next level. And I don't know if y'all seen society or they need some leadership.
Hey,
The world needs everybody in this room to step up and really change their routine, to change their reality. And they're depending on you to show them the way. You got to champion this thing because most of us have our families that ain't did much of what we ain't did. I'm the breadwinner of my family. My family right now is where I was 30 years ago. And they're defended. You can't tell them nothing. You can't tell them nothing. Man, I'm good. Remember what Jada said? I love quoting the rapper. Jada said, ain't nothing all good when you all broke. I ain't say that. Jada Kiss said that. Because we walk, man, it's all good. No, it ain't. It ain't.
stuck in the red light.
Bruh. Right. You hear me? So it's not.
Ain't move.
So here's the thing. This is where back to what he mentioned about awareness. You got to get a world view and not social media, not politics, not this and not that. Unless it's relevant to you. But like playing Candy Crush games, dominoes, spades on your phone. You telling me you ain't got shit to do. I mean, that's what, if you see somebody and they'll lock in, that phone is addictive, you all. And you get locked in playing any games, any video games, and then you think back like, I just spent 2 hours on this game. What if I just did 1 hour and the other hour I'm gonna spend on me? Because we hide from ourselves. Yeah, that's crazy, ain't it? It don't even make sense. We hide from ourselves by distracting ourselves like that lion. We distract ourselves from what we need to be doing by saying, oh, I'm going to just go over here and do this real quick. And before you know it, your thumb hurt. You on them sticks so hard, your thumb swell up. I know, I done did it. Yeah, if anybody play, you know them thumbs will get fat if you really on it. And I'm a Madden king. I'll smash everybody up in here. But anyway. Oh, yeah, I don't do guns. But no, real quick, because I know we about to wrap up. And I hate, next week, we're going to get you for 2 hours. We got a bunch of great things planned. You all like, the room going to shift. And like, we got it's time to do some project work. It's time to do some teamwork because one thing, nobody in here is going to be solo in their career. I don't care if you are an entrepreneur, you are going to have a team. You ain't about to drag 100 solar panels up on the roof by yourself. We need a squad. So we have to learn how to work with each other. Teamwork. But guess what? You don't get to select your team. Because if you go to a job, you selecting your team? Hell no. You go with him, you go with her. They know who needs to be there. So we're going to split it up into 4 teams, maybe 3. And we're going to give you all a project. And at the end of this class, you're going to be right here presenting that project with your team. And I'll show you all some of the videos of the last cohort. Them boys got t-shirts made. Like, they killed. You might have seen some of the reels where they had the orange shirts on, and I got it all on YouTube. But we recorded the class and they killed it. When I say this class right here, comparison is the thief of joy, so I shouldn't do this. But this class here is compared to the last class. Y'all hear? Last class had some rough characters. Talking about I'm gonna murder you, fighting, and all that was in this room. That's why we had to get security. Oh, yeah. And that's why this cohort has someone with security. But guess what I feel? And Deontay Shakila said the same thing. That ain't this group. It just ain't. And it was some mental disabilities happening in that group, and they just triggered each other and got put out. But it scared the death out of these ladies that are working around here. And that was before Hugh was working here. So it was all ladies. But again, I'm getting off track. We talk about that more. We're going to have projects coming up. these worksheets you all like, I know this might seem like, here you go again. I promise you, if you focus on your routine, you'll realize, yeah, I got more time than I thought. If you do that inventory, you'll be like, if you break it all the way down for the whole day, you'll be like, damn, I got like 3 hours. I ain't doing nothing. And that's when you start investing in you. That's when you use that time to focus on where you're going, not where you've been. We know where we've been. The only time you should work on where you've been is when you're writing a book. That's the only time I want to talk about it, or you teach it. Huh? You should. I can help you with that too. So I think we're going to be off Thursday and Friday. So tomorrow we're going to have the reading class after this. But think of this, you all, as you go about, just even in this class, when you go take a break, we do the same things. We are habitual, but we don't never even pay attention to the route because we don't pay attention to the routine. So you want to change your route, change your routine. That's as simple as I can make it. You can put a lot of different words with it, but if you want to know where you're going, check your routine. But if you want to change it, you got to change that personality. Because again, your personal reality, those words, personal reality, all we taking out is real to make it personality. I'm saying, let's focus on the real that we want, not what we got. It's take care of your business, pay your bills, do all those different things. But it's not one day that should go by that you don't see the future. And if that's been the case, 5 minutes, first thing in the morning, please don't wake up late. Give yourself 5 minutes on that alarm clock and say, right here, I'm gonna hold this bladder. And that's 50-year-old talking, but some of y'all understand. Y'all close enough. But say, you know what? For 5 minutes in the morning, I'm gonna visualize myself winning with my routine. So, what am I driving? Is the top back? What am I wearing? How does it smell? You know, hey,
Yeah, I'm there with you.
am I on the beach? Am I in Miami, California, New York? Where do you want to go? It don't matter how much money you got. We using vision. Because think about it. If you envision something, that means it doesn't exist right now. But it starts here. Because like I mentioned the other day, by the time it gets real, it's real. Toothpaste out the tube. You can't put it back in. That's your reality. But no matter what, I'm going to take 5 to 15 minutes every morning and just picture myself in the greatest place I can be, achieving all of my goals. I'm going to see that every morning, and you can give, it's going to be hard. I'm going to ask you all next week who did it. And all I'm saying, give yourself 5 minutes, not me. Give it to you, and it'll be the best time you ever spent. Just those 5. Go 10 if you can. It's almost a form of meditation. What does meditation mean? Anybody know?
Take time to yourself.
Hmm?
Time to yourself.
Yes, but
Clean out your mind.
You can do it with yoga.
yoga. This is the yoga
Oh,
queen.
well, I be clearing my mind.
Yeah.
I know what I'm
Being at peace.
It's simple to become aware of. I never knew that. I said, damn, that's what we doing? To become familiar with? That's what we do. Guess what we becoming familiar with?
That's it.
Yeah, it's you. So now that we familiar with ourselves, okay, now we can use our vision to see something that don't exist. And that's my challenge to everybody. Just do it, because yeah, I'm gonna be here tomorrow. I want to see how many people gave themselves that 5 minutes, 3 minutes. If you have to, go empty your bladder and come back and lay down. If you like me, uh, right? Or
Let them boys outside.
and get. Oh yeah, I know you talking about the pups. Even when, and here's what Joe Dispenza does, you all. He does walking meditation. We're gonna talk about that in the next class tomorrow, because I really want you all to understand that your experiences, everything is based on the past, what we got today. So we focus on that. And we have a limited amount of focus. So we can shift the focus from the because to the become, or being will be great every day because you'll see it. You won't just see bills and, despair and dumb Donald doing what he's doing and all this, that, and the other. You'll be like, oh, I see where I'm going. Not where I'm at, not where I've been. I see where I'm going because I'm en route. And I'm going to change my routine to support that. All right, y'all, let's stand up so we can get up out of here. We're going to do an affirmation, and I like to sound off you all, so let's do an affirmation. Huh? Praying for a kid? I will pray for a kid. We're going to, and here, because you said that, this isn't even an affirmation, it's a declaration. The two strongest words in the English dictionary when put together is I am. It's biblical, it's in the Quran, I am. This is how the deities speak. And when Moses told that burning bush, who should I say sent me? What did he say? I am that I am. I ain't giving you no names. I am that I am. That's biblical. That's what God said to Moses. He's like, when he told him, set my people free. He's like, who am I going to tell him sent me? He said, I am that I am. In Psalms, King David said, be still and know that I am God. What? So we're going to start with some I ams, you all. So I'm thinking, because this young lady mentioned some money, a simple I am wealth. And repeat that over and over. And when you feel like you broke or bills, it just say, I am wealth. And own that. I am wealth because you are that valuable that nobody can put a price tag on you. So, all right, on the count of three so y'all can roll, we're going to say, I am wealth, and say it with your chest. Say it like you mean it. All right, on three. 1, 2, 3. I am wealth. Yeah. There you go. Well, there go my yells. I like them yells. Appreciate y'all. Get those vegetables home. We're going to definitely be here tomorrow and have some more fun. It be going by too fast for me. I'm on. Open that door, man. They got to clock out. And it's hot up in here. Should have turned the air on. Is it me? Excuse me.